Today we have Hudson from Gargoyles, voiced by the late great Ed Asner, and this piece is a beauty. This is another one from NECA. These guys have been doing amazing work, and yeah, the packaging again, just like the other Gargoyles, Goliath, Bronx, and Demona, very similar packaging. Pretty cool box artwork with the that swing open window. On the back, again, you got some cool images. The sides, nice promo shots of the actual figures themselves with some really good professional lighting and everything. And yeah, so there's the rest of them you can see right there. So pretty cool. I think Brooklyn might be the next one on the way. So yeah, and here's the window for the NECA figures. Again, the ultimate line. This is like the coolest way to actually showcase the figures. So when you're in store, you could actually see them, unlike what Hasbro's been doing. So yeah, this is the way to go if you want the best of both worlds anyway. And yeah, as you can see, that's the stuff he comes with. Hands, tail, wings, all that good stuff. But here he is right out of the packaging. And again, I wanted to put the that big dagger kind of sword weapon that he has. Because every episode he had that. Very cool looking. The wings are fantastic. You know, he's slightly older than the rest, so that's why his wings are a little bit more worn and torn. And he was the leader of the Gargoyles before Goliath. He passed it over to Goliath because he thought he was aging out too much. So again, really cool figure, great character. The series was amazing back in like the late 90s. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Very, very good. But yeah, again, I love all the little details that the sculptor put into these. The paint applications are really nice. So I'm doing the rotating base a little bit differently. So you we could punch in a little bit. You could look at the nicer kind of details all around. The sculpt work. Yeah, this guy's really well done. He does come with an alternate head. So here's like more of the neutral face. And again, both expressions are very, very well done. The hair is sculpted nicely. There's the way that it pins in. And again, they'd have more movement and articulation, but the wings are kind of limiting that a bit. Because, yeah, the ball joint, it goes into like a dumbbell joint into the body of the neck. So, but here are the other accessories. So he comes with a lot of hands. So that's a good thing. Closed fist, the open kind of gripping hands. So that's good stuff. I didn't want to take everything out of the packaging. It's kind of unnecessary. But, yeah, because, again, these guys are a little bit complicated to shoot since the wings are so big. And the rotating box, the whole way that I did it, it needs to be bigger to accommodate for these guys. So, but, I already plugged in the wings, so I kind of skipped some of the steps. But for the Goliath review and the Demona one, I'd show, how you kind of plug them in. It's all the same. But, yeah, he does come with like a little kind of, not a sheath, but some kind of loop that you could actually put the weapon in. Again, head fairly limited. You get a little bit of movement, but again, because of the way the wings are, it kind of prevents a lot from happening there. But the wings, they did these a lot better than the other Gargoyles. They feel more sturdy. The other ones, every time you move them, you think you're going to break them. But these, they're done a lot better. They hold. They don't just flop down or nothing. So, yeah, you get some pretty good movement out of those. Arms, he does have like a ball joint in there, but a shoulder pad kind of limits some of that. He does have bicep rotation, double hinge for the elbow. He does have the swivel and hinge for the wrist. So that's a good thing. And he could kind of reach over and like grab his beard, because in the cartoons he always did that. The upper diaphragm joint's really nice. It's like a half ball joint, so you get some good pivot in there inside the side motion. He does have waist articulation. Again, the legs do go out to the side. He's got a little bit of upper thigh, but it's more into the joint that's connected in there. Single for the knee, but he does have ankle and like a hinge thing for like the front part of his feet. The tail, you do have an up and down. There's a hinge in there with some rotation, and there is a metal kind of bendy wire in the tail. So that's where you're going to get your, your 3 points, so he could stand properly, the tail and the feet. And yeah, so I wanted to show you guys what he looked like next to Bronx and Goliath. And again, another beauty in the series. So yeah, I'm so happy that NECA is the company that got the rights to this, because yeah, they're making like everything. Xanatos was photos of him came out, and I think he's on pre-order. Well, I'm not pre-order. I try to get these guys in store, because a lot of these sites, I don't know when they're going to close and whatnot, with our economy doing so great. But anyway, yeah, here is again some more cool shots on the rotating base. But yeah, this whole series is really nice. I know they're doing like the mechanical or the robot versions of like Goliath, that Xanatos, he made kind of copies of them, and he also made a suit for himself. So they have those figures that are going to be on the way. I don't know the release dates on them. Right now, like I said, I think Brooklyn is the next one up. So he's like the orangey red looking gargoyle. And then from there, it's anyone's guess. Maybe it'll be Broadway. I don't know. But we'll see. But either way, I think these guys look amazing. I know some of like the human figures, they're going to be coming with closed wings for the other gargoyles. So Bronx, he came with Goliath's closed wings. I think Demonas are going to come with Xanatos, the human version. I think Brooklyn is going to be with Eliza Maza, the cop from the series, the female cop. But yeah, again, these guys, they hit a home run with these figures. Articulation is beautiful. You get them into some really nice poses. Again, in the cartoon, you see Hudson with Bronx like almost all the time. And yeah, it's great. So I want to make sure that I was going to show you guys these two together. And definitely a beautiful, beautiful figure. Like I said, between the paint application, the sculpt work, articulation, very, very impressed with this line, and specifically this figure. Something about him, he feels a lot more durable. Like I said, even down to the wings. So that's definitely a good thing. Oh, for those customizers out there, if you get a heat gun or you boil the wings in water, you could actually bend them and shape them. So there's a tip. But either way, huge thumbs up. Thank you for watching the video. Hi, for anyone looking for some amazing comic books, this is part of my collection. I am the artist and creator of Shadow of the Kraken. This is a beautiful pirate story, 52 pages, beautiful artwork. Yeah, everything you need out of a great pirate story, you're right here. We have City of Venus. It's a futuristic story, also another one that I totally created. Beautiful, if you love kind of post-apocalyptic worlds, beautiful women, sci-fi, action. This has a little bit of everything in it. So if you're looking for that, on that campaign, you could also get, for a limited time, volume 1 and 2 of my art books. These are loaded with amazing images, 52 pages each. Yeah, they got pretty much everything you need in there. And we have, of course, hardcover book. This is Through the Woods, co-created and written by Frankie Tartamella, my brother. And yeah, I did all the artwork. This is 100 pages. You get the entire story in here, beginning, middle, end. You get all of it, and it is truly amazing. So if you're looking for a great ghost story, this is definitely the book for you. Just click the link in the descriptions, and yeah, these books ship immediately.